Donald Trump is threatening to arrest the governor of California. Why is he threatening to arrest him? It's because Donald Trump sent the National Guard to California, to LA, without the consent of the governor of California. Then he was asked, well, of course he was overriding him, sent a couple of hundred people. Then he was saying that, well, we might increase it to 2,000. And then he confirmed in an interview that he actually might imprison him. Imprisoning a governor. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not something light. Gavin Newsom, the governor, he responded. He said that what Trump is doing is an act of a dictator. He's, of course, a Democratic governor. One step forward towards authoritarianism, he said, after Donald Trump was threatening to arrest him and increase the National Guard. Now, can Trump actually go ahead with this whole thing, and what's going to happen? Well, firstly, Donald Trump is trying to portray the people in LA, in Los Angeles, as insurrectionists. He chose the word insurrectionists for a very good reason. Why? Because there's something in the United States called the Insurrection Act. What is this Insurrection Act? An act from over 200 years ago, Thomas Jefferson times, if I'm not mistaken. And it allows the federal government in the United States to use force to take down any attempt that is there through violence to take down the government. But the problem with that act, by the way, it's very vague. It can be interpreted in many ways. And it also includes the approval of the governor. Now, Donald Trump did not receive the approval of the governor. He's trying to skip over him, do what he wants to support his own agenda. Although the California governor, he said, I don't want you. I don't want the National Guard. As a matter of fact, the law enforcement in California said we don't want the National Guard. Yet, Donald Trump went against all of them and sent the National Guard. And he started to say that without me, California would have been in ruins. Now, the people, of course, are protesting against the mass arrests and threats to deport people from the United States. But it's not stopping there, and it's reaching the courts. The governor said that he's going to take action, and as a matter of fact, there's already legal action taking place. Attorney General Bonta, Governor Newsom challenged Trump order seeking to federalize California National Guard. And in their very long argument, they're stating, well, the fact that it's not needed, it's terrorizing the locals. So they're blaming the federal government of terrorizing the locals by sending the National Guard. It's without consent. It's totally unlawful. The governor didn't want it. And it's very dangerous, basically, for the state of California. Now, Donald Trump, later on, the day after, he tried to downplay, his request or option to take down, to arrest Gavin Newsom. Clearly, he had a lot of backlash, and he saw that, well, there's legal action happening against me here, and we don't want to take it too far. So there's an option that he will completely get rid of this campaign, not expand the National Guard, and end it there. Because Donald Trump, he did many U-turns previously. And the final thing that I wanted to talk to you about is Yemen. Yemen Ansarullah. They targeted the Ben Gurion airport again today, and sirens all over inside of Israel. Relentless attacks. That's coming one day after Israel confirmed, if not hours after, Israel confirmed that they, for the first time, targeted the Hodeidah port with the Israeli Navy. So we had this report here in the Ansarullah website. Yemeni missile hits Lod Airport, millions of Zionists in shelters, and the enemy is talking about a fragmented missile. They're talking about a fragmented missile because we spoke about the missiles that are coming from Ansarullah and that multi-warhead that they have. Even if it's intercepted or if there is an attempt of interception, it will continue. And the scenes or the images of the interception were abnormal, to say the least, because it was looking like, well, something was being intercepted, but something else was falling. Israel is talking about fragments. Ansarullah were confirming that it actually landed. And there was a video posted on X. Let's see if I can share this link with you. Yes, here, if we have a look, smoke coming from near the Ben Gurion airport. Now, Israel did not confirm that Ben Gurion was hit. They might be saying that these are fragments. However, when there's smoke coming out of a certain location, that means that something landed and exploded. It's not just fragments, unless fragments landed on a place that caused fire and smoke. Fragments usually fall, and that's it. But it looks like, well, something did land over there. But again, in Israel, they're not saying anything. Now, more and more companies, airline companies, completely canceling everything to do with Israel. EasyJet was the final one, saying that they are canceling all of the flights for an unknown period. It's causing a lot of trouble inside of Israel, and that is part of the reason also that Benjamin Netanyahu would want to reach a de-escalation, because he knows very well, so long as his genocide in Gaza is happening, he's going to be facing problems with Ansarullah in Yemen. And also the fact that, well, they started to use their naval forces to attack Hodeidah. I posted a previous video talking about that, but I'll mention it here because it's very important too. The attacks that are happening from Israel against Yemen through the Navy are an indication that something is going wrong. Something is going very wrong, by the way. It's very dangerous to attack with your Navy forces when you have a group of people there, Ansarullah in Yemen, expelling or have already expelled 4 U.S. aircraft carriers. What are you going to do with a pathetic Corvette or SAR or whatever it is? Pathetic. What are you going to do with that? Then it's showing you that they have a problem with the Air Force. The United States previously said that Yemen almost took down an F-35. Did Israel, through its intelligence, confirm or see or received some sort of information about Ansarullah preparing a very severe missile or an air defense system being there active? Perhaps. But what's for sure is all of these attacks coming from Ansarullah were definitely a contributing factor to the pressure that has been applied on Israel. Israel knows very well that they're not just dealing with the Palestinian resistance, which is leading or eventually will be dictating what happens on the ground, but also they have a group of people, many people in Yemen, people and the people in power too, standing and very solidly with the Palestinian people up until the last minute.